just a video kind of like for other girls who are pregnant, and if you've been pregnant or if this is your first pregnancy, you kind of already know that being pregnant in itself is a little stressful and it's kind of filled with anxiety a little bit and excitement, and it just can be an emotional kind of roller coaster for you. And if you have stress or things that are making you kind of like freak out or be even more emotional than you already are during your pregnancy, this is kind of what like this video is about. This is like, I want to let you know that you're not alone. You're not the only person that's going through like a bajillion other things while you're pregnant. I know some kind of want to give you a little bit of a detailed version of my story, like how I found out I was pregnant. Are me and my child's father still together? I just kind of want to give you a little background on me and tell you my story. So my story, it's kind of like my breakup story, I guess you could call it. I found out I was pregnant when I was hospitalized in the ER. I had been in a car accident with my ex, and before the car accident we were arguing. I wanted to leave. This is the second time that I was trying to leave, or no, it was the first time I was actually trying to leave. But I was naive and I was stupid and I was kind of like manipulated into just like giving him another chance. I was very kind of like weak-minded, and don't get me wrong, like, I consider myself to be pretty damn intelligent, but I think I was just blinded by the excitement of just like the good parts of the relationship, I guess, and like the less and the so-called like love that I was feeling at the time. And I just like decided to stay. The relationship with him was very one-sided. I later on came to know, or to find out, that my ex possibly could have borderline personality disorder. Sorry. But basically, like, everybody in the apartment like wanted him out. Like, nobody wanted him to be there anymore. I honestly didn't even want him to be there anymore because I felt that my relationship was ending, and at that point it wasn't getting any better, even though I had already given him a second chance. So I was ready to go. The only thing that was keeping me there was I was just like thinking again, like naive, like, oh, maybe this can work out, maybe this can work out. So if you're one of those girls, or you are one of those girls, I completely understand where you're coming from, because that's basically how my frame of mind was. And it got to the point where he decided that he was going to move to a different state with one of his foster brothers, and he wanted me to come with him. And I thought about it, and being pregnant and having a mommy frame of mind, I would like to call it, I was not going to pull myself or my baby away from, you know, both sides of his family and the safety net that I could provide for him here, because I was going to get support and getting support because I'm living with my mom. You know, my mom and dad support me. His side of the family's here also in the state that I live in Cali, and it's just like I wasn't going to pull the baby away from, or pull Moonpie, that's what I call him, my little fetus. I call him Moonpie. I wasn't going to pull Mooney away from what he has here. I told him, I was like, if you want to go out there, that's fine, and I was like, you should just come back and visit and see the baby. Like, I'm never going to keep you from your kid. But that wasn't good enough for him, because I think along with that personality disorder, somebody that's borderline, I don't really think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really think you could compromise, or you could try, if I can't have it my way, then F you. Like, I don't care. And so we ended up getting to an argument, and I'm like basically like on the floor, like bawling, crying, like to the point where, you know how kids cry a lot and they get that little like hiccuping frenzy? Yeah, like that was me. And he said this one thing, and it really set me off, and I got so pissed after that. From there on, it just started to get physical, and yeah, it got to that point. And I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, my roommate came out, and you know, the police were called, and my ex was like, and like his personality, like, it was weird because his emotions just switched like something. Like, this is kind of how I knew like he has to have some kind of personality disorder, or something has to be wrong with him, because his personality switched like that. He was angry and he was mad, and he was like pushing me around, and then he started crying. Then, you know, I came home and my mom and I agreed. My mom's a therapist, so she's like one of the only people that could like calm me down after I've been through something dramatic. And she said, I just want you to sit here for a week. She was like, don't make any decisions. She was like, the only thing I want you to make a decision on is what you want to eat. When you want to go use the bathroom, take a shower, you know, watch something on television. She was like, those are the only things that I want you to think about right now. And I took a week and I did that. And I prayed and I got it together. And I figured, you know what? I'm going to try and be a good mom. And I'm not going to keep my baby from, or keep me like from its father. You know, I'm gonna let him be there. But so I didn't have a phone at the time, because like that got lost in the car, and so I still don't. Basically, I've just been using like Facebook for communication. And I was talking to him on Facebook because I was, again, just trying to be cordial and be nice, and again trying to compromise, which I don't think you could do with somebody who's BPD. I really don't. And again, like, correct me if I'm wrong, give me some information if you have any, but yeah. And even through the compromising, like, he still was trying to push me to be in a relationship with him and to move out there where he was. And it was almost as if he just didn't even realize how bad the situation was, or how bad the relationship was. And I didn't want to move, also because I didn't want to go all the way out there where I didn't know anybody, and where I would have to depend on him until I got myself established for everything. And I'm not about to move in with a person and not be able to, you know, move out and take care of a baby by myself. You know, weeks of trying to compromise and compromise and compromise. And I told him, like, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. And he got angry. And a few days ago, he just decided to stop trying to work things out because he couldn't get his way. And again, I turned in, and I was just that horrible person. And he was like, you know what? You and the baby have a good life. So he is not in my life anymore. I haven't had contact with him. I'm just done. I was upset when he first did it, like the first couple hours that night. I was upset, you know, I did cry a little bit. But the more that I think about the stuff that he's gonna miss about the baby, the more I don't really give a shit. It's just like, it's just this weird feeling. And, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm at the point where I can't just be sitting crying, you know. I can't just be sorrowful or be like, woe is me. Like, I need. But basically that's my story. I just wanted to share that with you. Through all of that, still am going through parts of it.